Hi, third grade. It's time for social studies, and guess what? We are on our last branch of the 3 branches of government. We have already discussed the legislative branch. We've already discussed the executive branch, and now we've just got the judicial branch to talk about. So open up your social studies notebooks to that judicial branch page we started way back when. If you need to go get it, pause it here. And we're just going to put a few terms in on that page and a couple of notes. And that's it for that in our notebook. Then they'll be complete. And then you're going to do a few more activities on the judicial branch today. We're going to, if you have your notebook open to the right page, we're going to add, for the judiciary branch definition, all we need to know about them is they're the court system and that they are in charge of evaluating or judging, judiciary, judging the laws. Are our laws being carried out according to the Constitution? So the Constitution is going to be important for this discussion too, so we will be learning more about the Constitution this week and into next week as well. Okay, so what do we need to add? Next to judicial branch, I would write interprets the law. Okay, you can put an S on there. Interprets the law, the judiciary branch, or you could write evaluates the law according to the Constitution. The highest court is the Supreme Court. And then down from there, we have all kinds of court systems. But the Supreme Court is our ultimate last resort court of our country. And then we have state courts and federal courts all the way down the line. The Supreme Court gets the final say sometimes on things. Okay? So you're going to write Supreme Court is the main body of the judicial branch, just like in the executive branch, it's the commander-in-chief. In the legislative branch, it's the Congress and the House of Representatives. Along with the Senate, right? Okay, so in the judiciary branch, it's the Supreme Court gets the main say. And the Supreme Court is a check on the power of the other 2 branches. So we like to, in our country, we like to separate the power, make sure all 3 branches check each other. So the nominees for the Supreme Court, once they are nominated and approved by the legislative branch, they can be there for life. There's no limit. So it's a big deal. They're going to be there a long time. So we like to put a lot of thought into who we put there. The other thing that I want you to add for a term on our judiciary branch page is the Constitution. So here's how you spell it. Constitution. Hopefully you can read my handwriting. And it's the law of the United States. It's the law of the land. It's what we always go back to if we ever have questions and we're not sure, there's arguments, we go back to the Constitution. We say, what does the Constitution say? And we go from there. Is this law constitutional? Does it violate anyone's rights? And that's how the justices in the Supreme Court make their opinions. All right? So that's just an overview of our last branch. Today, you are going to learn a little bit more by watching a brain pop on the Constitution, because that plays a big role in what the judiciary branch does. They base their decisions, their opinions, on the Constitution. What does the Constitution tell us? What did our founding fathers want us to do? How did they want us to protect our citizens' rights? And that's how they base their opinions. Okay, so you learn a little bit about that today, and then you're going to do a read and respond on the Google form about the judiciary branch. So go back to the text evidence and find the answer, and we will discuss this more in our next social studies class. Okay.